guys. You even got the band behind you.
Tap, you want to know how Baltimore feels about this win? We got a marching band with the cheerleaders behind us. Rod, I can't remember the last time I've been in a building for a football game like that. How would you describe this one?
Let me tell you something. I am over here exhausted because I put so much energy into watching this game, and this was absolutely incredible. And I look at Lamar Jackson, and I was so proud of him fighting and clawing. And we got to give a lot of props to that offensive line. Alejandro Villanueva went from right tackle to left tackle. He did an outstanding job. I just thought it was a great victory, and Lamar needed this. I mean, who deserves it more than Lamar?
I'm right there with you. What did you think of the way that Kansas City played him defensively? Kansas City's plan going up against Lamar. You know they want to run the football like this. What did you think of their plan?
I didn't really understand it because I thought they were going to really, truly try to load the box up and try to stop the run, and they just couldn't do it. And, you know, if we know Patrick Mahomes is great and he can score a lot of points, but at the end of the day, if this defense cannot stop the run game, they're going to struggle moving forward.
One of the points you continue to make to me, it wound up being a huge factor in this game, how great Lamar Jackson is when you get down around the red area, down around that red zone. Why is he so tough to defend from a defender's perspective?
If you think about it, first and foremost, they have so many weapons. Mark Andrews, they got, you know, wide receivers, and Lamar, they do, and the offensive line is really tough inside at the center and the guard position, but he's just tough, man. You can't even tackle him in the open field. And then that will and that thirst to be great, he showed it here tonight, bro.
From the Kansas City Chiefs perspective, take me from their side. They had a chance to go win this game late. They're driving down the field. Edwards-Helaire, a tough fumble. How did the Ravens go punch that ball out when they needed it most?
That's what they're taught. And ever since I've been playing against the Ravens for 15 years in the league and covering them the last 12 or 13 years, it's been the same thing. Them trying to be aggressive, create turnovers. You saw Ray Lewis out here doing all that crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, watch it. Everybody's at the line of scrimmage, and you know they're going to punch, they're going to grab. And that's why coaches love veteran running backs, because they know how to protect the football.
How about the way that they just pop up Ray Lewis? They put him up on the Jumbotron here before the biggest moments of this game, before that final fumble, before that final forced fumble, they put Ray Lewis up on the Jumbotron. He just starts speaking to the crowd in here. He's just telling the crowd, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, and they do just that. The fans were insane here in Baltimore tonight. What'd you think of the defense in this game, Chris Sims?
Well, I think, Rodney, you hit on it. I did not expect the Chiefs to get pushed around the way they did. You know, and honestly, Rodney, you alluded to it. I thought the Chiefs really did load the box. They tried to stop the run. The concerning thing is the numbers were right. They just got pushed around. And it's not only tonight. It was last week against the Cleveland Browns. I thought with Jerron Reed addition at defensive tackle, Chris Jones moving out to defensive end, this would be a much more stout defensive line. Right now, I'm kind of concerned. This looks like the Chiefs defense we saw from 3 or 4 years ago when it was towards the bottom of football, you know, before Steve Spagnuolo got there. So I don't know how you feel about it, Rodney, but this is 2 weeks in a row, and I am a little worried about it as we go here forward.
Chris, it's so easy to get spoiled when you have a great offense from a defensive standpoint, where you get lazy because you know your offense can run a bunch of different shootouts. And I told you since that very first interception, I said the Ravens need to run the football. They just need to run the football. That's all they need to do. Run the football, use that set-up play-action pass, and throw the ball down the field.
And Rob, before the start of the game, you laid out the Ravens' plan defensively. Try to match up with some of the greats. Travis, of course, Tyreek Hill, also Travis Kelce. How'd that plan play out on the field? What did they try to do with those two?
Well, I look at Tyreek Hill first and foremost, and I said, put a corner on him and keep a safety deep. Jamming him, making his life miserable at the line of scrimmage. That's exactly what they did. Then they took a bigger lineman or defensive lineman, and they kept jamming Travis Kelce. And this is how you play them. You don't let them get anything deep. When they get deep and they make those big plays down the field, the entire team gets excited, gets ignited, and it's very difficult to beat them.
And you were saying all along that Andy Reid doesn't mind these shootouts.
He loves them.
Why does he love them?
Because he feels like he has the best quarterback on the planet. Yeah. He has these weapons. He's got the best tight end. He's got one of the best wide receivers. He's got a good offensive line. Yeah. What else does he need? And he has Tyrann Mathieu.
And if he just ends up being the final team to have the football, they're going to march down the field, win the game. They marched down the field. You thought that they were going to win the game. It just didn't happen. Ball pops out. Ravens get the dub. Next thing you know, a marching band standing here behind us.
It was crazy. crazy, man.
Crazy tonight.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.